Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aquarius for the month of December, including late November 2025. So welcome, Aquarius. We are currently now in the sign of Sagittarius. So lots of forward moving action, lots of energy to do whatever it is you have to get done. And also the element is fire, so that we all know what that does. It's very much energizing, shall we say. So you are in your 11th house, which actually is your house. So it's the house of Aquarius, it's the house of groups, it's the house of partnerships, and all about usually groups including family, including work people, and working as team, learning to work or having to work in teams is a high focus this 4 weeks. So just the housekeeping now. Please like, subscribe and comment to grow the channel. Thank you for that. Okay, let's see the energy around. Oh, sorry, I had the wrong one. Is the Three of Cups. So we're talking about celebrations here. It's an emotional card, so very much in the emotional realm. Water. Celebrations, weddings, also pregnancies may have just been announced or discovered or had. So that's the energy that we're going to talk about for you this 4 weeks. So let's have a look at the rest of the messages coming through for you, Aquarius. Hopefully your 4 weeks goes really well. It should do. Aquarius and Sagittarius usually get on very well. They're quite like-minded in their pursuit of travel and things in far-off places, languages, anything that sort of beckons them into the wild blue yonder, really. They're very curious individuals and not afraid to go above and beyond. Okay, where you are right now. 10 of Cups, brilliant happiness. Of course, number 10 always signifies the end of a cycle, so feeling complete emotionally, feeling like everything's great, and especially with this Three of Cups here, it could be, as I said, a wedding, a pregnancy, a birth, love, but just having a good time as well. So this 10 of Cups really backs that up. And this is, this is the card too where you kind of really have learnt to love yourself, therefore others can love you. And it is reciprocal. But it really matters that you love yourself first, and that's hard to do sometimes because we're so self-critical, but that is what it is. That is the antidote for it. Let's see the influencing card and what brought this in, and will also influence the rest of the reading. Two of Pentacles. Juggling things very well here. Things going along very great, actually, with the Two of Pentacles. New things coming into, allowing new ideas or new prospects, really. Projects that you want to get off the ground. Being able to, having the time to sort of bring them in because you're sort of well versed in juggling what you're doing, your household, your work life, everything sort of going along quite swimmingly here. So that's a nice card to have too, and an encouraging card to sort of make that decision, to make that move. It may be anything. A lot of times this is to do with work and just the mundane life in the material world, but it's always a good card to get because it sort of informs you that you have got a good balance going on with your life style and your life, so therefore bringing new things in, it would be a good time to do that right now. Okay, let's have a look at October, November and see what was going on there. And we had the King of Pentacles, so stability, very much the mentor card, strong, mostly male influence there with mentor card, taking things slowly, you know, having a project that you know is going to take a long time. But also it's a court card, so this man, the court cards always do represent real people, and very much a masculine energy there. Can be male or female, but normally we talk about males here, where they just are very careful about how they go about things. They're very diligent, and they're also very trustworthy type of people. Family men as well, just to add to the mix. So that's a fortuitous card to have for you sitting here, Aquarius. He may be your boss, your father, your partner, anybody that you really hold in high esteem for valuable, practical advice. Recent influences, the Magician. So talking about new projects coming in, this one is great because this is the Spirit Messenger card. He is Hermes. So he represents the planet of Mercury, which indeed is the planet of communication. He comes down, he's a very ethereal, universal creature too, a spirit in spirit. So it's the energy that comes from above and it comes through you. So it's encouraging you to launch a new project basically, and know that there will be 50% of effort and potential, but also 50% of risk. So that's with everything in life, and I say it every time this card comes along, and we have to be aware of that. But it's a really nice card to get, to say get moving, you know, make this thing work. You've got the energy to do it, which is the main thing too, and you understand the journey that you're about to undertake. Great card, Spirit Messenger. Very spiritual as well, obviously, so anything coming through here is coming from that angle of things, the unseen world, where we just sort of suddenly get these amazing kicks and infusions of energy and bright ideas, but more about making them happen, which is the most important thing. Beautiful card, big energy. The lesson you'll be learning, the Nine of Swords. So fear for fear's sake, basically here, Aquarius. It's a swords card which belongs to your realm. Very much fear for fear's sake. Maybe a lot of night disturbances in terms of sleeplessness, etc., because you're worried, or your mind's worried about what's going on, or you're sort of overthinking something here. And if it is something new, or you do have a new baby, or you are about to get married, of course, this is going to be sitting at the top of the list, because we want everything to go well. And then sometimes we just go into overdrive with our mind, and it sort of invents all these scenarios that may never happen, but we get sort of consumed by it. So fear for fear's sake is the the motto of this particular card. So try and just get busy physically to avoid that, and the best time is in Sagittarius, because it's a very physical energy sign. A lot of action. So get active and get on with it. Near future. And there we have the Empress. So abundance, the Mother card as well, very strong, very creative. Lots of great things coming in. Another big card, so big energy, a big signpost here. This also is a pregnancy card, but we need another 2 specific cards to absolutely confirm that. We'll have to wait and see if they come up. Or it could be that you've just had a baby and given birth, so this is very much you're literally in a different world now, you know, learning to look after the baby or just naturally doing it, because it is very much a nurturing card as well. Lovely. What's happening you're not realising? Yeah, you're a bit exhausted, a bit sleep deprived as well. Energy's at a bit of a low. Just remember that, especially if you have just given birth for some of you, or you have taken on a lot of stuff. Here, all centered around the Empress energy, which is huge, but sometimes we can really burn out with that, and we just need to sort of take a bit of a breather here and restock that energy, refuel the tank, so to speak, Aquarius. And you're very busy people, so you would understand that perfectly. How others see you. And we have the Ace of Swords, so a breakthrough has come through. Possibly after a time of, especially with this Nine of Swords sitting here, of confusion and just fear for fear's sake. And then suddenly this breakthrough comes through. All that sort of fear and mind energy sort of melts away and you have clarity. So it's a great card. And this is how other people are seeing you. So obviously it's been a very sort of busy time for you, a lot of you Aquarians here. So now you've got that chance. Other people are saying, well, you know, you've sort of made it, and now you get clarity and you can see where things are in terms of logic and ideas and what needs to be done, using your mind for the things that minds are good for, you know, ABC, 1, 2, 3, thinking, strategy, all those sorts of things, logic. We get a clear run through with the Ace of Swords. Nice card as well. Let's have a look at what you're feeling positive about. And we have Temperance. So divine timing comes in, and this is indeed the card for Sagittarius, Sagittarians. So very much a card of just being in the right time, in the right space to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Very much a far horizons type of card, very much a travel card, moving forward, really sort of having goals. But basically it is, when we get this, it's like right time, right place, right people. Everything's right. So you can just flow along with that when you get the Temperance card. It's a beautiful card, and it's a nice card to get to sort of say, well, here's your chance. And especially with the other big cards we've got here, it sort of really augurs well for whatever it is that that is brewing for you, is going to be, now's the time to strike. And you have, yeah, absolutely fantastic wing men cards here, or wing lady, actually. The outcome. 9 of Wands, so almost over the line. Yeah, just the predecessor to the 10 of Wands, which is exhaustion, but this is sort of the near completion of a project or a journey or a sort of pathway, where we tend to get a bit like, oh my God, I can't go another step. But then you can, and you will get over the line. So it's a really good card. But it seems to me, Aquarius, you really have been expending a lot of physical energy. Obviously, if we're talking about new babies, etc., or weddings, or all that sort of thing, it is, or new projects, it is quite a depleting time in a way, energetically, where we can just go, oh my God, I've had so much on, and will I do it all? As you know, we'll always get it done. It doesn't matter. We always get it done. And that's been proven over the years. We can just look back and just see it for ourselves anyway. I don't think we really need to do oh no, we will. We'll do an oracle card on this 10 of Wands, just to see what's under the surface of that. Sorry, you can't even see me shuffling, but I am. And we've got the Earth Fairy, so it's time for physical health, taking particular care of your physical health, being grounded in foundations, you know, getting a regime in there, sort of really looking after your body, things like that, eating properly, all things in moderation, because we're coming up to the holidays, festive season, so we can tend to sort of go a bit overboard. So it's just sort of matching up with this sort of exhaustion card here, and sort of saying, well, you know, get into a bit of a routine physically, even if it's just walking around the block every day. It's always something, and over time it accumulates and you feel better because you've been sort of using your physical body to sort of expel any sedentary habits, or just to get out and clear your mind as well. So thanks so much for listening, Aquarius. I hope you have a really good 4 weeks, and I'll talk to you soon.